So we're underway and the players really looking forward to this game. As you can see, it's really wet out there. Let's hope the pitch doesn't affect the game. Easy for the goalkeeper there. Stevens, lovely passing here. Out of the danger zone there, it's with the striker. Oh, well timed. Passed inside. Stevens. Did well to win the ball back. Right. Oh, he steps up to steal the ball. Half time then. Let's hope for some goals in the second half. Striker's ball. This game can... Striker's ball! Oh, determined challenge there. And the team swap possession again. Right. Good possession. The referee has pointed to the spot. It's a penalty. Looks to me like a clear-cut penalty. Let's have a... Will the pressure get to him? Oh, good penalty. And he slots it out. Great precision. That goal's been coming, and there are surely more goals to come in this match.
बाबू
आज के
खाना खाओगे?
स्कूल नहीं गई थी यार।
Developing caliber of players on the bench. Not surprised the manager will be making some substitutions.
पानी ले लो बस है। एक पानी इसमें
Well, he did really well there. Oh, determined challenge there.
Throw in, थोड़ा in.
Easy decision here. It's a goal kick. Played short by the keeper. He showed a bit too much to the
चलो
opposition
खाना खाओ
there.
है। आज दुईटा युज गर्न मिल्दैन होला यहाँ।
It's with the striker.
मुसु परेको।
Well read.
कुन चीज इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ अहिले? छोडो
Oh, well timed.
यहाँ हेर त।
खाना इम्पोर्टेन्ट छैन। यसैलेसम्म यहाँ भिडियो आफै बनिरहन्छ।
त्यो फर्स्ट यसलाई प्रायोरिटी देऊ। प्रायोरिटाइज गर्न सिकाऊ। तिम्रो ध्यान खानामा गर है। अहिले जे काम हो त्यसमा ध्यान गर है।
Hello everyone. Surely you know that the most mysterious continent on our planet is Antarctica. At first glance it may seem there's nothing interesting in it except permafrost, but this snowy desert hides many secrets under the ice. In addition, NASA and other scientists are constantly discovering strange objects there, as well as mystical and unusual phenomena. This is incredibly interesting, so let's dive into the mystical and cold atmosphere of Antarctica for a few minutes. Let's get it on. In school, we learned that this continent has an aggressive climate all year round. The average temperatures of the winter months varies from -75 to -60 degrees Celsius, while the summer temperatures range from -50 to -30. Can you imagine this? Moreover, these temperatures were constant for many years, and no one even thought that huge glaciers and piles of snow could just melt. However, after checking the latest data, scientists have dropped a bombshell. Antarctica is beginning to melt. Of course, you've known about global warming for a long time now, but still, we have some amazing facts for you. According to NASA, because of the changes in global climate from 2002 to the present, the Antarctic has lost 125 billion tons of ice every year, which has raised the world ocean level by 0.35 millimeters per year. However, the most prominent glacier among all others is Totten. Scientists predict that because of it, humanity is at risk of facing a new natural cataclysm in the next couple of decades. It will not just be a dangerous rise in sea level as you might think, but a real catastrophe with irreversible consequences for humankind. But Totten is not the only piece of ice that behaves strangely and can be dangerous. In July 2017, something incredible happened. The largest iceberg in history, Larsen C, broke away from the continent of Antarctica. Its area is almost 6,000 square kilometers, which is comparable to Wales and is 4 times bigger than London. Even more impressive is the weight of the ice, which is 1 trillion tons. Scientists can't say exactly what will happen with the iceberg later, but most assume that it'll break into smaller pieces. For now, of course, it's too early to talk about rising sea levels, because Larsen will need many years to melt. But scientists are still beginning to sound the alarm. The shelf from which the iceberg broke off remains unstable, and this entails further destruction and the appearance of more and more new glaciers. And that, dear friends, means bad news. By the way, have you ever heard the climate change soundtrack? These are quite frightening sounds, which were collected by scientists for 10 years. Doug McHale, professor at the University of Chicago, and his team had to do 13 research trips to Antarctica to collect dozens of thousands of gigabytes of seismic data indicative of the melting of glaciers. Hopefully you're ready for this. So let's listen to the track created by Antarctica. What could be more terrifying than the sound of melting and moving glaciers? Only a volcano in the middle of an icy desert. We know it sounds like something unreal, but just a few months ago, NASA officials reported an underground volcano, which could also cause a worldwide flood. According to researchers, it's located in the Mary Bird Land area and comparable in size to the Yellowstone volcano, which is 2,805 meters high, by the way. Unfortunately, there is no exact data as to whether this underground red-hot bomb would explode, but in the future the volcano could melt the ice of Antarctica, and this, as in the case of glaciers, will provoke an increase in the water level capable of covering huge territories. But scientists are interested not only in the climate and icebergs of Antarctica, because apart from this, the continent hides many other secrets. Now it's time to reveal some icy secrets to you and see something mystical on the screen. If you spend a lot of time on the internet, you must have seen photos taken from satellites. And as you already guessed, Antarctica is one of the favourite places for cosmic photo shoots. So, recently, virtual archaeologists have noticed something strange on one picture. A ladder leading to a mountain. The ancient building, if it is so, began to protrude from the ice. This news instantly went viral and now appears on many pages, for example on TopBuzz. Scientists refuse to comment on the ladder, so internet users are putting forward their own versions of the object, perhaps an ancient city's thawing in Antarctica. Some people say it even may be Atlantis. All this mysterious construction is not a ladder at all, but a ventilation system of an alien base. By the way, ufologists have long suspected that aliens are somehow using this territory of age-old ice. Here are some more examples for you to think about. About a month and a half ago, a YouTube channel about paranormal stuff posted a video called What Crash Landed Over the Antarctic? On Google Earth Maps, the channel's researchers found a very smooth and long track on the snow, in the midst of untouched snowy space. When they traced the end of the track, they found a very unusual object. The most interesting thing is that this allegedly fallen alien ship doesn't look like a familiar flying saucer, but rather as a submarine buried in the snow. In addition to the brake track on the snow and the object itself, there are also signs of what's likely to be a collision of a falling ship at the mountain. On the slope of this very mountain, the same smooth tracks are seen, as on a snow cover. At its base lie pieces of ice and snow piles that supposedly fell down the mountain from the collision. The unidentified object itself is really large, and it's assumed that it's 63 meters long. Another incredible find in the icy lands was made popular by ufologist and virtual archaeologist Graham Maple. In one of his videos, he shared with his subscribers another curious bit of news. The researcher says that he was looking through satellite images